Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, where I think we're finally going to get LaBelle on the stand. He told me he'd button his lip about me breaking into the forbidden chamber, and in return he said we'd vouch for each other's alibis.
Shame on you, Mr. Filch. Perjury is a serious crime, you know, although I've never punished it before, so I don't know why anyone would think I would bother now.
Aw, shucks. Mercy, Your Honorship, mercy. Ah! And you're only mad because you know he's full of crap and you got found out. I also assert that the person who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch was none other than Florent LaBelle. After all, his alibi has just been proven to be a complete fabrication.
I see. We will take a 20-minute recess, after which time we will see what Mr. LaBelle has to say for himself.
Oh, yes! We're finally going to drag the slippery snake onto the stand. Yes, and I'm sure you've already worked in a bunch of nonsense in the background.
In the meantime, the prosecution will question Mr. LaBelle about these new allegations and definitely not give him time to prepare an alibi.
Can I question him now? Can we just put him on the stand? Put him on the stand. We did it, Apollo! We finally dragged Mr. LaBelle into court. Yeah. Hey, why the long face? I can't help but feel I'm missing something important. Yep. Plus, Prosecutor Blackwell's bound to mount a counterattack. You really are where you were, aren't you? It'll be fine. That mystery figure who opened the Forbidden Chamber for Mr. Filch had to have been Florent LaBelle. I know, but that's not what's bugging me. I should put my finger on it, though. There's stuff we're missing. I don't know if I buy that this is going to be the final showdown. Hey, right, the big showdown with Miss LaBelle's up next, so chin up, Apollo. I don't know that that's true. I don't know that that's true. Alright, courtroom number 4. Let's do it.
Court is back in session. Our next witness is on the phone.
Yes, I'm acting on behalf of the mayor in this very important manner.
Seems the witness is predisposed at the moment.
No! Surely your chastity will hold you to your promise, remember that. Oh, my deepest apologies. This is Florent LaBelle, personal aide to Mayor Tenmar, so to say, the accused.
Ouch, like the poor mayor hasn't suffered enough.
Well, what business do you have with me? I'm a very busy man, so let's make this as brief as possible.
Your baldness.
Right. Mr. Filch's testimony has revealed a hole in your alibi. And for this reason, you are suspected of having some sort of connection with the case at hand.
To think I'd be associated with this entirely lurid affair. Well, I'm not, so may I go now? I have very important matters to attend to.
I don't think so, Mr. LaBelle. Do you realize what a serious crime you've committed?
Witness, you are being accused of perjury. This is your chance to clear the air.
Fine, the truth is I faked my alibi for a very good reason. The mayor was obviously the killer, so I created a fake alibi to confuse the matter. That still implicated the mayor. Somehow. Or his daughter. That's better. You see, as his personal aide, I felt I had to protect him. Sorry.
Silly me. You think this is funny? Without your alibi, you're a suspect too. What were you really doing at the time of the crime?
Peasant, how dare you accuse me, one of the beautiful people, of being...
Stop stalling and tell the court what you were really doing at the time of the crime. Enough jabbering. Swords have been drawn. The time for talk is past. Swords? What swords? What drugs are you on? That you see swords everywhere. This is a duel to the death. The fate of the accused rests in our hands. Yeah, and you're wrong. And if you aren't a dingus, you know that already. Begone, ye of cowardly heart. The battlefield hath no place for ye. Again?
Oh my...
Spare me, please!
Like, he's still like, Blackwell's still like hunched over his desk with his fist slammed into it. So much for sturdier shackles. Oh, come on! Those chains hindered my vow that heads will roll this day. This gives keeping your head on in court a whole new meaning. Not familiar with that phrase. I'm pretty sure Apollo made it up. Or it's probably crime drama. Is it a thing? Will the witness please deliver the accused death knell? You know of what I speak.
No, you mean the thing we worked out before I came here? Oh, of course, most certainly. His goose is already cooked. Time to stick a fork in him.
Whatever he has to say can't be good.
As I told Prosecutor Blackwell during the recess, I rushed right over to the Fox chamber when I heard a little Jinxie scream.
What?
Then, a drumroll please.
I can't drum roll in. There we go.
I saw Mayor Tenma opening the Forbidden Chamber doors.
I'm gonna stop that now. I don't even know if that's getting picked up. I'm sure the comments are either, yo, that was definitely getting picked up, or what are you talking about? I was tapping my fingers on the desk. But I was originally gonna use my hands, but I need one for the controller. There you have it. The mystery man who opened the chamber door, as witnessed by one Phineas Filch, was the accused. There was never any third party. What?
Oh, and that's not all. I heard something quite startling there at the scene of the crime.
Startling sounds bad.
The man, who was barely conscious, muttered this. Forgive me, Jinxie, I killed the alderman.
Ooh, that's true.
That's right, the mayor actually confessed to the murder right then and there.
Prove it. Prove it.
You confessed?
No, well, he did, but...
Order in the court. This is quite conclusive testimony if it stands.
If being the operative word, just so. And quite astonishing, I might add. I learned of this fact during the recess.
No, I just love surprises, don't you? That's why I saved the best for last. Consider it a gift from me to you.
No way, I don't believe Mr. LaBelle heard the mayor confess.
But is this really true? Did Mayor Tenma really confess?
It is indeed. During that last recess, I confirmed it with the mayor's daughter. It would seem Mayor Tenma actually did confess.
That testimony is quite favorable to the prosecution's.
This is LaBelle, as I called earlier about the party reservations. That's right, and I'll be calling my little shindig Mayor Tenma's Conviction Gala. A splendid time is guaranteed for all, but the mayor in his defense.
Well, it seems this is a very busy man. Let's get right to his testimony. Mr. LaBelle, please tell us what you saw when you came upon the scene of the crime.
I'm going to stab you in the face. What Mr. LaBelle saw.
I was in the hallway hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. Upon learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing.
Bull. That's already a lie.
Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up and opened the Forbidden Chamber.
Nope. 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 Nope.
As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end.
All of that was lies.
I must say, this is a shocking revelation. Quite unexpected. To think the defendant actually confessed then and there to his crime.
Perhaps it was too much to bear, so he confided in his daughter.
You do realize you should not have withheld such crucial testimony from the court.
No! Once again, sorry. It's just I feared being accused if I mentioned coming upon the most unpleasant scene.
Ugh, why did the mayor's confession have to be brought up by this guy? We better do something before the judge declares the mayor guilty. As a death row inmate once told me in years gone by, there is a time to fight and a time to yield, a time to live and a time to die. He's laying it on real thick right now. I'm like, isn't that a song?
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I am actually really enjoying this case. LaBelle saw. Yep, you were in the hallway hiding. Lies!
Hold it!
You claim that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about this?
Peasant, you wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong.
Is that...
No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong.
I'm not following.
These exquisite ears like flowers abloom. These eyes that shine like pearls. This hair like the finest silk. Nothing can corrupt the truth they hold.
Even though your hair color's fake? Right.
The witness will hurry up and explain this truth of his. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing the confession?
Hold it!
How did Miss Tenma appear to you?
Oh, the poor little thing seemed positively heartbroken, all teary-eyed and whatnot. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that.
You actually sympathize with Jinxie? Seems like an overly human emotion for him. So many good lines in these games. I want... I have to imagine there are probably some really good memes from this game that I'm gonna need to check out once I'm done. Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far, in looks and in character.
The next thing I did was check my face in the mirror.
Check your face? Why?
To behold the beauty that is my sadness, why else?
Hello, I'm starting to lose all faith in humanity. I know the feeling, but hang in there. At least keep faith in our client.
Let's keep this moving, shall we? So what happened next?
Hold it!
He opened the Forbidden Chamber, but why would he do that?
Who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demons in Mataro.
The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath.
Hello, LaBelle speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Now, where were we again?
You were going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the Forbidden Chamber.
Oh, yes, of course. I don't know, whatever. Hello, this is LaBelle. Good one, sir. You are an absolute right. Okay, bye. You were saying?
Never mind. This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies.
The witness will focus on his testimony and not his cell phones. Now tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the Forbidden Chamber.
Well, after that.
Okay.
Hold it!
That seems like our biggest lie so far. What was Mr. Filch like at the time?
He was shouting, I can't see, I can't see. It's the curse of Tenmataro. Then he took off running like a madman.
He must have been blinded by the sudden light flooding in.
Wrong.
What? Ooh, add this.
He set eyes upon me, and was thus blinded by my radiant beauty.
So it was the curse of Florent LaBelle rather than Tenmataro?
Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal.
The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. You know what? All right, never mind. He won me. He won me over. He's got me. I'm Team Blackwell now. Now get on with your testimony.
Oh, forgive me your darkness. Let's see. Oh yes, I fled for dear life from Tenmataro and
In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, the one with the phone at the end.
Hold it!
Wait. No! So after you fled to the hallway with the phone at the end, Tenmataro ran off toward the foyer.
precisely.
Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo? Plenty. Well, Jinxie also saw Tenmataro, right? She did. She said they passed each other in the hall after she made the call to the police. Well, if LaBelle had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was running from making her call. Oh, right. And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked for him for help. Right. It just doesn't make any sense. Time to review the evidence. No, I got this. If we don't find some way to poke a hole in his testimony, Mayor Tenma is as good as guilty. This is bad, very bad. No. We need to find an inconsistency, a mistake, some kind of conflict. All of that was bad. It's all over. We can't find a flaw in the prosecution's case. No, I know where we need to go. Ran in terror as a demon emerged from his prison, and Shakai fled. Okay. I think that conflicts with... There it is. I'm gonna see him calling for police. They passed each other at a bench. Yeah, that is like completely inconsistent.
Objection!
Got it. Florent LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed the events from the hallway.
No. What on earth do you mean?
Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice?
Well, your baldness, you could fill us in. No, not working? Okay. If Mr. LaBelle had really fled down into the hall with the phone in it, he would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma.
What's this?
After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway, whereupon she encountered the demon yokai, or whatever you want to call it. The Tanuki? As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. The encounter happened right here where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter...
Why, yes, the two would have crossed paths.
Right, except Miss Tenma told us there was no one else in the hall. In short, Mr. Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there.
My eyes, my beautiful eyes.
Yeah, not such a fabulous set now, is it? Come on, Apollo. We've done this. We know. It's not over yet. It's not over.
But Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it?
Inside the Fox chamber. Where else?
But isn't that within the very crime scene?
It is, Your Honor, and that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time.
What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence!
Ooh. Oh! Alright. He's showing some conviction here. Foolish fop, a true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you? I thought we were on the same side.
You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. Okay. Alright. This could be the episode. This could be the episode where I come around on Blackwell. You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume. Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. I mean, I'm assuming he has something else. But at least this shows he has a little conviction and like a little respect and reverence for the truth. You heard the mayor's confession from inside, did you not, deviant dandy? That's where he's going with this. Here's the confession. There was a confession. That's probably the part they're going to focus on. For the sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing you, was right there in the Fox chamber.
Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then.
Seriously? Apollo. Oh. Sweet summer child. You admit to being there in the Fox chamber? Yes. And that also backs up the whole confession thing, which hurts our case.
I do. I did enter the room after the murder, but I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself.
You'd better explain yourself, Mr. LaBelle.
Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that.
The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime for which no one is ever punished. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies, and preferably without any of your perfume at all, because this courtroom stinks. It's awful. I think I'm getting a cold as a result.
I did enter the Fox chamber after the murder, but I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and
Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen.
From behind the screen? Why, yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there.
Just so he could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events, rather than an actual third party. Crap. This guy's as slippery as an eel. No, I was just getting respect for you. Don't ruin it. Apollo, you think he's telling the truth? Well, he was in the Fox chamber, so at least that must be true.
The defense may examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. We should probably punish him for that as well.
Okay.
Hold it!
Why in the world would you enter that grisly crime scene?
Why? Because I was worried sick. Merton must suit it.
It what?
It was designed personally by me. I couldn't let that go to waste. I needed it for myself. I was worried my work of art might get blood on it.
This man clearly has his priorities in order.
Okay, let's get this over with, shall we? Now where was I? Oh yes, so I entered the Fox chamber almost without thinking.
We're gonna press that.
Hold it!
Why didn't you enter right away?
Ruined my designer shoes.
Your shoes.
Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear, it sends chills down my spine, and that's why I hesitated.
Actually, I kind of believe that. That's terrible. A man was dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes?
Silence!
Need I remind you, this is a court of law. We are not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and such for trivial pursuits. Gah! Now, you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point and be quick about it.
Yes, well, I was there in the Fox chamber, but...
Hold it!
Okay. Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself?
Oh my, so you do understand.
I do?
By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty, which, for the sake of the universe, is something I should never ever do. That's what you were thinking, right?
Yes. I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity forming around the witness stand. We can deliberate his mental process another time. Get on with the testimony now!
Well, regarding the murder scene...
Yeah, here's... So they're up close, it was absolutely horrifying. Tell me more. Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail?
What exactly would you like details about?
Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... the feathers and tracks, the forbidden chamber, the murder weapon. The murder weapon! Because Jinxie, I believe, is the only person left who knows what it looks like. Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene?
The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman Kyubi. There was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor.
Right, the statue. But why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly did you find the statue inspiring?
No! Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the murder had been realized. It was like a celebration of union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of good.
Because everyone would know it was like they were fighting. A broken statue next to a bloody corpse? Real inspiring.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider a statement to be of any importance?
Yes. Is it important? Very important. I believe that to be extremely important. I request that it be added to the testimony. Celebrating the merger. But Jinxie's the only one who knows what the original looked like.
Objection!
Got him. Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle.
What possibly could you mean?
You said that the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Is that correct?
It is indeed, but what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating a municipal merger. Something the matter?
So, how did you really know that the statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again?
What?
Got him. Justice Dono, explain yourself, and make it quick. The statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form, but that was a secret.
The secret? Whatever do you mean?
What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen the statue in its original form?
What do you mean, where?
The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. Yes! Oh my god, this is so great. We're going to call it an episode here. I'm so excited. I'm a little sad. My allergies are starting to flare up, and I would love to record more today because this is getting really good, but I'll just have to save it for next week. So, if you're in suspense, know that I am as well. But I hope you're all still enjoying this. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.